Hello you guys. I hope that you're able to see this short live that I'm gonna add on my feed. I am so happy. I am so grateful that God has blessed me in this wonderful and beautiful day, even though here in New York has been a little bit gloomy and raining here and then. It has been the weather has been changing and such, but I wanted to pass by because I finally received my gratitude journal, Write the Vision, Habakkuk 2 from 2 to 3, and it was made by your girl Veronica Prudencia, which is me. And if you don't know me, I am a stay-at-home mom. I'm a graphic designer, but besides being a graphic designer, I had always have wrote journals. When I was a young girl, I used to actually write in secret codes so that nobody could understand the things that I would write on my journal. I will write backwards. I actually have a journal that I wrote with Greek fonts, with Greek letters, and even though they did not mean anything on the Greek language, they did mean something to me because I was the one that understood what it says in my secret code. And I also have another journal that I have when I was young, maybe around 11 or 12, which I wrote from the back to the front. So all the pages start from the back, and the lines are read backwards. So whoever ever finds that journal and they see this video, more than likely they're gonna see how to uncode my journal. But anyways, I am giving just a little bit of the story as to how I did my journals. But back in the days when I was young, I did not know what journaling was or what purpose did my journal had. All I knew was that when I wrote down things in my journal was meant for me to release maybe a distress, or when I was sad, or when I was disappointed, or maybe just things that happened during the day. And that became my venting journal. And that's a new hashtag, venting journal. And guys, whoever feels free to write and they love writing, expressing themselves, and maybe they have marble notebooks or just any type of books, I would suggest you guys to get your the gratitude journal. Is actually a blank journal. It's a blank journal that has few graphs and a few quotes. It doesn't have much in it because I want it to be as blank as possible so that you could write your own stuff on each page, on each line. And it's just a simple journal, you guys, so that you could put your notes. And like I said, if you're like me and you have a lot of emotions, and sometimes you might feel depressed, if you might feel anxiety, or you are just this kind of person that lives in a world of unicorns, because sometimes I don't know if it has something to do with being a Pisces, but I always felt that I was in the wrong world, because I wanted to be in a world of gnomes and unicorns and mermaids and stuff like that since I was little. And and I was always imagining things, but anyway, that's another story. And I always felt that when I wrote my things in a journal, I was releasing all these things, all these ideas, and I actually felt comfortable. I felt happy with myself. So go get your gratitude journal in Amazon. I have the link in my bio so that you could get your journal. And like I said, I entitled it as Write the Vision because that's how I started my journey since 2019 with the vision board, with making t-shirts and sweaters that will manifest things into reality. God is a God of creation. If he was not a creative, wonderful, spiritual being, then we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be seeing rainbows. We wouldn't be seeing horses. We wouldn't be seeing mermaids and clouds and those beautiful things that are so obvious to the human eye. And I believe that there are so many wonderful things that God has for us. And that's why I decided to dedicate this journal. It's a blank journal for you to write your thoughts, for you to write your ideas, and you hashtag your venting days. If you have maybe you wake up in a day that you have your period, or maybe you just broke up with your boyfriend, or just having a bad anxiety moment and you just want to release it and let it go, then you wake up and you know what, you write it down on the journal and you paste it here. And at the end of the journal you say, I'm gonna write everything here, I'm gonna release all my negativities in this notebook, but I'm gonna declare that it's gonna end right here. Once you declare whatever is bothering you and you write it in the journal, make sure that you leave it here in the journal so your day can start in a positive note. I would suggest you guys to wake up a little bit earlier each morning so that you can dedicate at least 10 to 15 minutes to your journal, so that you could start feeling in a waking up in a different note. Because if you wake up, even if you're venting in that morning, or even if you're having a morning that you feel that you just don't want to go to work or you don't want to go to school, but once you put whatever negativity that you're feeling in that moment, you are going to you're going to feel that a weight is going to be lifted off your chest, and you're gonna feel much better, and you're gonna say, you know what, let me read what I just wrote. You know what, maybe it's not too much. Maybe I am strong. I am strong enough to handle this situation. And it's just gonna stay in this page and on this moment, and I'm just gonna let it go, and I'm gonna change. I'm gonna bathe myself. I'm gonna make my breakfast. I'm gonna make my cafecito, and I'm just gonna change and get on with my day, because that usually helps me. And I'm telling you from the point of view, maybe when I was between 11 to 17 years old, during that period when I felt the most weight on my chest and on my back, because I felt a burden all the time. So I decided that I wanted to write the journal. And you guys, there is 2 other version of the journal that's gonna come out. Is going to come out on November. This one is just a blank journal that you're going to write all your thoughts, all your secrets. If you want to write your secrets, you could write your secrets, or whatever you want to write in your journal, you could do that. Because like I said, this is a gratitude journal, and you're going to dedicate whatever you want. If you have a dream that you want to realize, and maybe you want to start writing down your notes as to what you want to manifest in your life, this could be the journal that could start you off in that journey. Now, on November, all of you who are always following me, all of you who are always on top of what Ariel Design does in my page, know that I always, at the end of the year, we always work, we do a small workshop of a vision board. Well, since I'm working on journals, I decided that I was gonna create a specific journal, and it's going to have a dedicated 52 weeks of gratitude, manifestations, and it's just gonna be exclusively for the whole year of 2024. And that journal is gonna come out on 2020 on November. So I hope and pray that I am able to publish it on the 1st of November. And with that journal, I'm also going to come out with another journal, but it's not actually journal. It's going to be like a scrapbook, where instead of us making a vision board, we're going to use that book to convert it into the vision board. And guys, I'm telling you, is something big that Ariel Design has come up with, and also myself as Veronica Prudencio. So wherever you see in the Amazon shop, and if you see a link or if you see any books with my name, that's me, Veronica Prudencio. Yeah, I might not be using Ariel Design as much because, like I said, Ariel Design is more about the t-shirts, about the hoodies and stuff like that on the clothing. But the journals are gonna be 3 journals that are dedicated to those who for those who are dreamers, for those who believe in manifestations, for those who believe that God makes miracles in their life, for those who believe that there's nothing impossible for those who have faith. And if you are a open-minded person like myself, I know that these journals are gonna be a blessing to your life. So with that being said, like I said, it was gonna be a quick video because I was so excited. And today my husband and I are celebrating 10 years of marriage, you guys. And that only happened because we put God first in our marriage. And even though we're about to have our 4th child and we have a home, we have cars. I testify as to the things that happened on August, and things have been happening here and there. But you know what? At the end of the day, God still works his miracles in our lives. But when you trust and believe in the works and the wonders that God has for you, and you believe in him, and you're like, you know what, God, maybe I'm having a bad day today. Maybe my car is total. Maybe my car is wrecked. Maybe I don't have a job, but I know that you're finding a way to bless me, because there's always a door that when one door's closed, God opens another door. And when God opens the door, you guys, there's no way that can be stopped, and there's no way that can be closed, because that's God finding your purpose. That's God putting you in the purpose that has the most blessing in your life. So I am super excited. I am ecstatic. I am hyper right now. I'm ventilating because I am so happy that I was able to publish this you could say an introduction of what's gonna happen in the following months. And like I said, this journal that is already published and it's already on my page, on the Amazon page, is a blank journal. It's just a simple journal. But you guys, if you know me, I created it with a lot of love, and it's an introduction to the things that are that Veronica Prudencio is gonna come out with. Because like I said, I am working right now since, you could say, since February of this year. I've been laying out all the things in a, I don't have the book right now with me, but I have an you could say my scrapbook, where I put all my ideas of the things that I wanted to do. And when the opportunity came about of making the journal, I was like, this is God opening the door. This is God letting me know that it is already time for me to start doing this. So I am going to step forward. I'm going to believe in God. I'm going to believe in all the things that he has for myself and for whoever that comes across my workshop. And I hope and pray that one way or another, my journals are going to be a blessing to you. Like I said, this is something that God has had placed in my imagination, and I already wrote it out. And this is what we have available right now on the Amazon shop. But the 2 new books that will come out in November those are dedicated for 2024. And if you have been following all the things that I've been doing in Ariel Designs, I encourage you guys that as soon those 2 journals, because they are guided journals, once those 2 guided journals come out, for you to go and get it as soon as possible, because it's gonna be a blessing to you, and I know that you're going to receive a powerful revelation of the things that God has for you, because each one of us is created with a purpose. And if you still feel that your purpose, that you haven't found your purpose, then this is the chance. If you're watching this video, it's because God is telling you, go get the journal once it's out. So thank you so much for everyone who's always supporting my brand, for supporting Ariel Design. Be kind, be grateful. God is good. God is amazing. And He loves us. And everything that we do, let's not forget to give praise to His glory. So have a good night, you guys. And thank you always for supporting Ariel Designs.